This is something very serious about your brother. My beloved child, listen carefully, because what I am about to reveal is not casual, not ordinary, and not meant for wandering ears. Something very serious surrounds your brother, and it has been unfolding quietly, step by step, while everyone else believes everything is normal. The silence around him is not peace, it is a pause before truth arrives. He has been carrying a weight that was never meant to be carried alone, and the signs have been subtle by design. This is not about fear, this is about awareness. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it connects directly to why your heart has been restless without knowing why. There is a moment approaching when what has been hidden will no longer remain hidden, and your brother stands at the center of that moment. He has been tested in ways that few would notice. Through choices, through silence, through pressure that comes without a name. You may have felt a sudden concern for him, an unexplained pull to check on him, or a strange sense that time is running faster than usual. That is not coincidence. Do not skip this message. The seriousness is not about loss, but about a turning point that will change how you see him forever. Something is aligning behind the scenes, and once it surfaces, nothing will feel the same again. Here is the truth you were meant to hear today: your brother is closer to a defining shift than anyone realizes, and your role is more important than you think. Words left unsaid, support delayed, or attention diverted could change the timing of what is coming. This is why you are hearing this now and not later. Stay till the end of this journey, because something huge is waiting for you beyond this moment, a realization that will bring clarity instead of confusion. Watch carefully, listen deeply, and remember this: when the moment arrives, you will recognize it instantly, because your heart has already been prepared for what is about to be revealed. My beloved child, there is a reason this message continues, and it is because the situation around your brother is unfolding layer by layer, not all at once. What seems small right now will soon reveal its true scale. He has been standing at a crossroads, appearing calm on the outside while something far more serious develops beneath the surface. This is not about drama or imagination, it is about timing. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and missing even a moment could mean missing the meaning behind everything you are sensing right now. What makes this serious is not what your brother has done, but what he has been holding back. He chose silence when speaking felt risky, patience when reacting felt easier, and strength when exhaustion was closer. These choices are creating consequences, powerful ones. You may notice changes in his behavior, his tone, or the way he distances himself at times. Do not dismiss these signs. Don't skip this part, because what is coming next will explain why your presence, your attention, and even your words carry more weight than you realize. This is a build-up, not a breakdown, and the shift will come suddenly. Understand this clearly now: a moment is approaching when your brother will need alignment, not judgment, awareness, not assumption. Something huge is waiting for you in how this story unfolds, a realization that your connection with him is part of the solution, not an accident. Stay till the end of this message series, because clarity will replace confusion, and concern will turn into purpose. When the truth finally steps into the open, you will remember this moment and understand why you were guided to listen carefully, without rushing, without skipping, and without doubt. My beloved child, what you are hearing now moves deeper, because the seriousness around your brother is no longer only forming, it is stabilizing into something real. This is the phase where everything appears quiet, yet decisions are being locked into place. He may seem unchanged on the surface, but internally he is preparing for an outcome that will define the next chapter of his life. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it will explain why this season feels heavier than usual, even when nothing obvious has happened yet. There is a truth your brother has not spoken out loud, not because he is hiding it from you, but because he has been trying to understand it himself. He has been weighing responsibility against desire, loyalty against self-preservation, and timing against impulse. These inner conflicts are serious, and they shape futures. Do not skip this moment. The tension you sense is not random, it is the pressure before alignment. When the shift happens, it will feel sudden to everyone else, but you will know it was building all along. Here is what matters most right now: your awareness creates safety for him, even if he never says it. A calm message, a simple check-in, or silent support can change how this story unfolds. Something huge is waiting for you in the understanding that you are not a bystander in this situation. Stay till the end of this journey, because when the moment arrives, and it will, you will realize that this message reached you at exactly the right time, preparing you to respond with clarity instead of shock. My beloved child. This part matters deeply, because the seriousness around your brother is now touching the edge of action. What was once internal is beginning to influence the outside world, even if quietly. You may notice subtle changes, timing that feels off, conversations that stop short, or decisions delayed without explanation. This is not confusion, it is caution. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it will help you understand why patience right now is more powerful than confrontation. There is an unseen pressure surrounding your brother that requires balance, not force. He is navigating expectations placed on him by others while trying to remain true to himself. That tension creates moments where he may pull away or appear distant, not because he does not care, but because he is choosing carefully. Do not skip this understanding. The seriousness here lies in the fact that one reaction, yours or someone else's, can either steady him or shake him. This is a delicate phase, and awareness changes outcomes. What you need to carry forward is simple yet strong. Calm presence outweighs urgent questions. Support without demand speaks louder than advice. Something huge is waiting for you in how this unfolds, a realization that strength does not always announce itself loudly. Stay till the end of this journey, because when clarity arrives, it will not feel sudden to you. It will feel earned, understood, and deeply connected to the way you chose to stand steady when it mattered most. My beloved child, this is the stage where everything feels suspended, as if time itself is holding its breath around your brother. What is serious now is not movement, but restraint. He is choosing not to act too soon, not to speak too freely, not to reveal everything at once. This waiting is intentional. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it will make sense of why delays are protecting him rather than harming him. You may feel an urge to intervene, to ask direct questions, or to push for clarity, but understand this: he is standing between two outcomes, and the wrong pressure could tilt the balance. He is learning discernment the hard way, through silence and observation. Do not skip this truth. The seriousness here is about maturity being formed under pressure. What looks like hesitation is actually strength being refined, and that process cannot be rushed without consequences. Remember this as you move forward. Trust grows strongest when it is not forced. Your brother is becoming more aware of who stands with him without conditions. Something huge is waiting for you in realizing that your steady belief has more influence than loud concern. Stay till the end of this unfolding story, because when the moment finally arrives, you will recognize it not by noise or drama, but by a quiet certainty that everything aligned exactly as it needed to. My beloved child, this is where the seriousness deepens, because your brother is no longer only preparing internally, he is beginning to recognize the weight of what is coming. Awareness has reached him, and with awareness comes responsibility. He knows that one choice, one alignment, one moment of courage will close one door forever and open another that cannot be shut again. This is why everything feels intense yet controlled. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it explains why your intuition keeps returning to him without rest. Right now, your brother is observing who understands him without explanation and who demands answers without patience. This distinction matters more than words can describe. He is learning that not every voice deserves access to his inner world. Do not skip this part of the story. The seriousness here is about discernment, knowing when to speak and when to remain still. What he is becoming requires clarity, and clarity is born only when noise fades. You may notice him becoming selective, measured, even distant at times. That is not withdrawal, it is alignment. What you must understand now is this. Your brother is stepping into a version of himself that will not seek approval, but will require respect. This shift can feel uncomfortable to those who expect him to remain the same. Something huge is waiting for you in realizing that your quiet trust strengthens him more than constant reassurance ever could. Stay till the end of this journey, because when the moment of action finally arrives, it will not come with warning. It will arrive with certainty. And when it does, you will look back at this phase and recognize it as the calm before a defining transformation, one that changes not only his path, but the way you understand strength, loyalty, and timing forever. My beloved child, this is the point where seriousness turns into inevitability, because your brother can no longer ignore what he knows. The awareness he carries now has shape and direction, and it is quietly guiding his next move. What feels slow to you is actually precise timing. Nothing here is accidental. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it will explain why events around him seem to align just when they need to, not sooner, not later. Your brother is learning the cost of stepping forward and the cost of remaining still, and both carry weight. He understands now that growth often demands separation, from old expectations, from familiar roles, from versions of himself that once felt safe. Do not skip this truth. The seriousness lies in the fact that once this realization settles, there is no return to how things were. He may appear quieter, more focused, or less available, but this is not loss, it is refinement. The pressure you sense is not breaking him, it is shaping him. Here is what you need to hold close. This phase is temporary, but its impact is permanent. Your brother is being prepared for responsibility that will require steadiness rather than speed. Something huge is waiting for you in understanding that your calm observation is part of the support he needs most right now. Stay till the end of this unfolding path, because when his decision becomes visible, it will feel sudden to others, but to you, it will feel familiar, as if your heart already knew this moment was coming long before it arrived. My beloved child, this is where the seriousness reaches a quiet peak, because your brother now stands fully aware of the path before him. What once felt uncertain has become clear, even if unspoken. He is no longer questioning whether change is necessary, he is only deciding how to step into it with integrity. This calm you sense around him is not ease, it is resolve. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it connects to why this calm feels heavier than noise ever did. At this stage, your brother is letting go without announcing it. Old patterns, outdated expectations, and unspoken burdens are being released one by one. This is not visible, but it is powerful. Do not skip this understanding. The seriousness here is about commitment to growth that does not seek permission. He may seem emotionally distant at moments, but that distance is not from you, it is from confusion. He is choosing clarity over comfort, and that choice always creates a temporary silence. What matters now is this. Trust the process even when you do not see the full picture. Your brother is moving toward alignment, not escape. Something huge is waiting for you in realizing that this transformation is stabilizing his future, not disrupting it. Stay till the end of this journey, because when the outcome reveals itself, you will recognize that this quiet phase was not empty at all, it was the foundation for something lasting, grounded, and deeply intentional. My beloved child. This is the moment where seriousness begins to show its reflection in the world around your brother. What has been forming inside him is starting to influence his environment, even if only in small, noticeable ways. You may sense shifts in timing, changes in priorities, or a new firmness in his decisions. This is not coincidence, it is confirmation. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it will help you understand why these subtle signs matter more than dramatic ones. Your brother is now testing his clarity against reality. He is watching how others respond when he holds his ground, how situations unfold when he no longer explains himself. Do not skip this truth. The seriousness lies in the fact that this phase determines which connections strengthen and which quietly fall away. This is not loss, it is alignment. He is discovering that stability does not come from being understood by everyone, but from being true to what he knows is right. What you need to recognize now is this: your role remains one of steady presence. You do not need to fix anything or guide him. Something huge is waiting for you in realizing that your trust validates his choices more than words ever could. Stay till the end of this unfolding story, because when the results of his decision become visible, they will not arrive with chaos. They will arrive with calm, clarity, and a sense that everything finally settled into its rightful place. My beloved child. This is the stage where seriousness transforms into direction, because your brother is no longer weighing possibilities, he is moving with intention. Even if the movement is quiet, it is firm. You may feel a shift in the way he speaks, the way he listens, or the way he sets boundaries without apology. This is not distance, it is definition. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it will reveal why this definition was necessary for what comes next. Right now, your brother is learning to stand in his decisions without seeking reassurance. That takes courage. He understands that clarity sometimes disappoints those who preferred his uncertainty. Do not skip this moment. The seriousness here lies in the fact that this phase builds resilience. He is choosing long-term stability over short-term approval, and that choice reshapes his future in ways you cannot yet fully see. Hold this close as you continue listening. Your steady belief reinforces his resolve, even when it remains unspoken. Something huge is waiting for you in recognizing that your calm acceptance helps anchor this new chapter. Stay till the end of this journey, because when the outcome finally becomes visible, you will not feel surprised. You will feel prepared, grounded, and quietly confident that everything unfolded exactly as it was meant to, step by intentional step. My beloved child. This is where seriousness settles into certainty, because your brother now knows exactly what he is standing for. Doubt no longer leads his thoughts, purpose does. Even if he has not shared every detail, his energy has shifted from questioning to commitment. You may notice a new steadiness in him, a calm that does not waver. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it explains why this calm feels different from anything before. Your brother is no longer reacting to circumstances, he is responding with clarity. This distinction changes everything. Do not skip this truth. The seriousness here is about ownership, of choices, of direction, of consequence. He understands now that responsibility does not weaken freedom, it strengthens it. This awareness marks a turning point that cannot be undone, only honored. What matters most for you now is this: trust what you are witnessing, even if it unfolds quietly. Something huge is waiting for you in realizing that this certainty is the foundation for what comes next. Stay till the end of this unfolding story, because when the next phase reveals itself, you will recognize that this moment was not the climax, but the solid ground that made the future possible. My beloved child, this part carries deeper weight, because the seriousness surrounding your brother is now shaping consequences that extend beyond him alone. What he decides, how he moves, and when he speaks will influence not just his own path, but the emotional balance of those connected to him. This is why everything feels charged, even in silence. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it will explain why this phase feels longer and heavier than the ones before it. Nothing is delayed without reason here. Your brother is now aware that clarity brings responsibility, and responsibility brings visibility. Even when he does not announce his intentions, others can feel the shift. He is no longer easily swayed, and that firmness can unsettle people who were comfortable with his earlier uncertainty. Do not skip this understanding. The seriousness lies in the fact that growth often changes dynamics before it changes circumstances. He is learning who respects his boundaries and who resists them. This observation is shaping his future connections, quietly but decisively. Here is what you need to hold steady in your heart: this phase is building endurance. Your brother is being prepared to carry outcomes without regret. Something huge is waiting for you in realizing that this seriousness is not a burden, but a strengthening process. Stay till the end of this journey, because when the next shift occurs, it will feel earned, not forced. You will understand then that this period of intensity was not meant to overwhelm him, but to anchor him, so that when the moment arrives, he stands firm, grounded, and fully aligned with the direction he chose when it mattered most. My beloved child. This is the phase where seriousness becomes visible through restraint, because your brother is now choosing precision over urgency. He understands that not every moment requires action, and not every truth needs immediate expression. This awareness is new, and it is powerful. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it will help you understand why silence can sometimes carry more meaning than explanation. Your brother is learning to observe outcomes before committing fully, to measure impact before stepping forward. Do not skip this truth. The seriousness here is about wisdom forming through patience. He is no longer driven by the need to prove anything. Instead, he is focused on building something that lasts, even if it requires waiting longer than expected. This is not hesitation, it is intentional control. What matters for you now is this. Allow space without withdrawal, presence without pressure. Something huge is waiting for you in realizing that this balance strengthens trust. Stay till the end of this unfolding path, because when his next move becomes clear, you will recognize that this period of restraint was not uncertainty, it was preparation refined through calm, clarity, and deliberate choice. My beloved child. This stage carries a different kind of seriousness, one that is quieter but heavier, because your brother is now standing in full awareness of consequence. He understands that every step forward shapes not just a moment, but a long stretch of his future. This is why he appears more measured, more thoughtful, almost as if he is listening to something others cannot hear. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it will clarify why this pause is not weakness but wisdom. What feels slow is actually careful construction, like a foundation being laid where no cracks are allowed. Your brother is now filtering his world with intention. He notices who respects his silence and who feels uncomfortable without control. This awareness is serious, because it teaches him where safety truly exists. Do not skip this truth. He is learning that clarity often brings loneliness before it brings peace. He may step back from familiar conversations, reduce unnecessary interactions, or guard his energy more closely. This is not emotional distance, it is self-preservation refined by experience. The seriousness here is that once this awareness settles, he will never return to careless openness again. Hold this understanding close, this phase is shaping inner authority. Your brother is becoming someone who does not need constant validation to stand firm. Something huge is waiting for you in realizing that your quiet consistency matters more now than ever before. Stay till the end of this journey, because when the next change unfolds, it will feel stable, grounded, and irreversible. You will look back at this phase and recognize it as the moment when uncertainty finally lost its power, and intention took its place, silently, steadily, and with lasting strength. My beloved child. This is the phase where seriousness settles into inner strength, because your brother is no longer negotiating with doubt. What once felt heavy now feels anchored. He has accepted the weight of his choices and stopped resisting the responsibility that comes with them. This acceptance brings a quiet confidence that does not seek attention. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it will reveal why this calm carries so much power beneath it. Your brother is now moving with self-trust, and that changes how the world responds to him. Do not skip this truth. The seriousness here lies in the fact that once a person trusts their own clarity, external influence loses its grip. He is no longer easily redirected, questioned, or shaken. This does not make him distant, it makes him grounded. You may notice fewer words, stronger boundaries, and decisions that do not require explanation. These are signs of alignment, not separation. What you need to understand now is this: your belief in him strengthens this phase more than reassurance ever could. Something huge is waiting for you in recognizing that this inner strength is not temporary. Stay till the end of this unfolding path, because when the outcome of this journey becomes visible, it will feel natural, steady, and unmistakably right, as if everything finally found its place without force, without noise, and without regret. My beloved child. This part carries a deeper seriousness, because your brother is now standing at the threshold of embodiment, not just understanding. Everything he has learned, restrained, and clarified is beginning to settle into who he is becoming. This is no longer about preparation alone, it is about integration. His thoughts, values, and actions are aligning into one direction, and that unity creates quiet power. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it will explain why this phase feels heavier yet calmer at the same time. What you are sensing is stability being formed under pressure. Your brother is now experiencing the weight of consistency. He knows that showing up as his true self requires discipline, not impulse. Do not skip this truth. The seriousness here lies in repetition, choosing the same grounded response even when emotion pulls elsewhere. This is where many falter, but he is holding steady. He may appear less reactive, more observant, and deeply intentional. This is not emotional withdrawal, it is mastery over reaction. He is learning that strength is proven not in moments of intensity, but in sustained alignment over time. Carry this with clarity: this phase is sealing his direction. Your brother is no longer experimenting with who he might be, he is committing to who he is. Something huge is waiting for you in realizing that this commitment reshapes everything that follows. Stay till the end of this journey, because when the results begin to appear, quietly, steadily, you will understand that this was the moment when intention became identity. There will be no announcement, no sudden display, only a deep certainty that what once felt uncertain has finally become unshakable. My beloved child. This is the phase where seriousness becomes unmistakable, because your brother is now living from conviction rather than contemplation. What once required effort now feels natural to him. His choices no longer drain him, they strengthen him. This is the sign of alignment fully taking hold. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it will help you understand why this quiet confidence feels different from anything you have seen before. Your brother is now moving with internal authority. Do not skip this truth. The seriousness here lies in permanence. When a person reaches this stage, they do not revert easily. He has learned the cost of distraction and the value of focus. This awareness sharpens his presence and simplifies his decisions. He may say less, but what he says carries weight. He may do less, but what he does is deliberate. This is not withdrawal, it is refinement reaching completion. What matters for you now is this: trust the stability you are witnessing. Something huge is waiting for you in recognizing that this phase marks the closing of a long internal cycle. Stay till the end of this unfolding path, because when the next chapter begins, it will not feel chaotic or uncertain. It will feel grounded, intentional, and quietly powerful, built on everything your brother chose to become when no one else was watching. My beloved child. This stage carries a profound seriousness, because your brother is now standing in the aftermath of his own transformation. What once felt like a struggle has settled into clarity, and clarity carries responsibility that cannot be ignored. He understands now that alignment is not a single moment, but a daily choice. This awareness makes him more intentional than ever before. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it will reveal why this phase feels both complete and demanding at the same time. Your brother is now aware of the influence he holds, even without trying. Do not skip this truth. The seriousness here lies in impact. His stability affects others, his restraint sets tone, and his presence creates direction. This can feel heavy, because leadership often arrives quietly before it is recognized. He is learning to carry this without pride or fear, choosing consistency over display. This is not an easy balance, but it is a necessary one for what lies ahead. Hold this understanding close. This phase is about stewardship of self. Your brother is protecting what he has built internally. Something huge is waiting for you in realizing that this protection is not isolation, it is preservation. Stay till the end of this journey, because when new responsibilities or opportunities begin to surface, you will recognize that he was being prepared not to chase them, but to hold them with steadiness, clarity, and unshakable intent. My beloved child, this part carries a quieter seriousness, yet it is deeply decisive, because your brother is now standing in ownership of everything he has become. There is no confusion left to debate with, no inner conflict pulling him in opposite directions. What remains is responsibility paired with readiness. This is why his presence feels grounded, almost settled, as if he has stopped searching and started standing. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it will help you understand why this stillness carries so much authority. Your brother is now learning how to move forward without needing momentum from others. Do not skip this truth. The seriousness here lies in independence of direction. He is no longer dependent on validation, reaction, or approval to confirm his path. This does not make him cold, it makes him clear. He knows what deserves his energy and what no longer does. You may notice him conserving words, choosing timing carefully, and stepping away from unnecessary explanations. These are signs of consolidation, not distance. What you must recognize now is this phase is strengthening permanence. Something huge is waiting for you in realizing that what your brother has built internally cannot be easily shaken by external change. Stay till the end of this unfolding story, because when circumstances shift, as they always do, he will not. You will look at him and understand that this was the season when strength stopped being tested and started being trusted, quietly, steadily, and without the need to prove itself again. My beloved child. This stage carries a deeper, almost final seriousness, because your brother is now standing in conscious readiness. Not anticipation, not pressure, but readiness. He is no longer asking whether he is capable, he knows he is. That knowing changes how time feels around him. Moments no longer rush him, and silence no longer unsettles him. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it will reveal why this readiness feels calm instead of dramatic. What is coming does not need urgency, it needs stability, and that is exactly what he has built. Your brother now understands the difference between reaction and response at a level that few reach. Do not skip this truth. The seriousness here lies in composure under uncertainty. Even when outcomes are not fully visible, he does not waver. He has learned to trust structure over impulse, depth over speed. This is why he may appear unbothered by things that once demanded his attention. It is not detachment, it is discernment. He is choosing where to stand firm and where to let things pass without resistance. Here is what matters most now: this phase is not loud, but it is decisive. Your brother is prepared to step into whatever emerges without losing himself in the process. Something huge is waiting for you in realizing that this readiness protects him from regret. Stay till the end of this journey, because when the next opening presents itself, he will not rush toward it. He will meet it steadily, clearly, and without hesitation. And in that moment, you will understand that everything before this, every pause, every restraint, every quiet decision, was shaping him for this exact level of grounded strength. My beloved child, this is where seriousness completes its arc, because your brother is no longer preparing or stabilizing, he is present. Fully present. He is standing in the moment without looking backward for reassurance or forward for escape. This presence is powerful, and it changes the atmosphere around him in ways that are felt before they are understood. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it will explain why this phase feels settled yet expectant at the same time. Your brother now carries clarity without tension. Do not skip this truth. The seriousness here lies in readiness without restlessness. He is no longer driven by the need to act, but by the wisdom of knowing when action is right. This balance is rare. He has learned that true strength does not announce itself, it holds steady until it is needed. You may notice that situations begin to align around him, not because he forces them, but because his steadiness invites order. What you need to understand now is this: this phase marks completion, not conclusion. Something huge is waiting for you in realizing that what your brother embodies now is the foundation for everything that follows. Stay till the end of this journey, because when the next chapter opens, it will not feel like a sudden change. It will feel like a natural continuation, grounded, intentional, and deeply earned, built on every quiet decision he made when no one was watching and nothing demanded applause. My beloved child, this final seriousness carries a deeper resonance, because your brother is now standing in consequence, not consequence as fear, but as fulfillment. Everything that was restrained, every silence held, every boundary respected has shaped this moment. He is no longer becoming, he has arrived within himself. This arrival is quiet, but it is undeniable. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it will clarify why this phase feels complete yet alive with possibility. What is present now is not tension, it is readiness that has matured into calm authority. Your brother understands the weight of continuity. Do not skip this truth. The seriousness here is about sustainability, maintaining alignment when no one is watching, when applause fades, when outcomes take time to reveal themselves. He is choosing consistency over convenience, depth over display. This is where many lose balance, but he has learned to stand without leaning on external certainty. You may notice that he does not rush explanations, does not overpromise, does not react to provocation. This steadiness is earned. It is the proof that his inner work has settled into practice. Hold this with clarity. This phase seals trust, trust in himself, trust in timing, trust in the path ahead. Something huge is waiting for you in recognizing that this seriousness is not heavy, it is liberating. Stay till the end of this unfolding, because when life presents its next demand, your brother will not scramble or second-guess. He will respond with grounded confidence, measured action, and unwavering presence. And in that moment, you will understand that everything you sensed from the beginning was true. This was never about crisis. It was about formation. Quiet, deliberate, and strong enough to last. My beloved child, this is the closing moment, and it carries the deepest seriousness of all, because now you can finally see the full picture. What began as quiet concern has revealed itself as purpose fulfilled. Your brother stands steady, not because nothing happened, but because everything necessary already did. The silence, the restraint, the patience, none of it was wasted. It shaped him into someone who can stand firm without noise. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it is the understanding you were meant to reach from the very beginning. Your brother is no longer moving toward something, he is moving from something solid. Do not skip this truth. The seriousness here is about legacy of character. What he carries now cannot be shaken by circumstance, opinion, or pressure. He has learned when to speak, when to wait, and when to act without hesitation. This is not an ending filled with drama, it is an arrival marked by certainty. You may realize now why this journey unfolded quietly, because what lasts does not need announcement. Here is what remains with you: clarity replaces worry. Something huge was waiting for you all along. Not fear, not loss, but understanding. Stay till the end of this awareness, because it does not fade after the video ends. You now know that what surrounded your brother was never meant to break him or alarm you. It was meant to shape strength, timing, and trust. And now, as this chapter settles, you can finally rest in this truth: everything aligned exactly as it needed to, and the seriousness you sensed was the soundless signal of something powerful becoming complete.